How's it going, everybody? I just thought I would turn on the camera for just a moment to capture something that may or may not be disastrous. I don't know. This is typically something I would do a little bit of research online on YouTube, see if anybody else has done it, but I'm just going to go for it. I'm sure other people have done it with some success. I've got two St. Croix rods here, which I use regularly. This is a 6-foot medium fast. This is a 7-foot medium light fast. As you can see on the 7-foot rod, it's got almost another complete inch on the bottom grip here, okay? It's a little long for my taste. Even the 6-foot grip here is a little long for my taste in general, but especially since I'm a kayak angler and I wear my PFD, which is on the wall right there, when I'm fishing, and it's kind of out from my chest, it restricts casting movement and it just restricts the operation of the rod. I'm kind of looking to dedicate my medium light rod this year to Senko fishing and stickbait fishing. I've really done no stickbait fishing, Senko fishing at all through my fishing life. Frankly, I was kind of inspired by Fluke Master's videos the last couple of weeks. He's had a couple of videos about how to fish stickbaits and stuff, and I thought to myself, you know, I've got a rod that's right for that. I find myself neglecting this rod because the butt is just too long for how I use it, and it bugs me. But if I could just shorten the rod, everything would be awesome. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got a razor knife. I've got a Sharpie. I'm going to mark it off, and I'm going to try to cut a little bit of this butt off of here. I'm sure the blank comes down to a certain point. I don't really know, but I've got a saw over here. I can saw through the bottom of the blank if I need to, and I'll probably just polish it off with some electrical tape or something. I just thought I'd turn on the camera and we'll capture the magic here, okay? As you can see, the mount area here for the reel on the rods is pretty much identical. The only difference is just how much shorter the butt is here. I'm actually going to try to mark it even a little bit shorter than it is on my 6-foot rod. Okay, there's just a little mark with my Sharpie. And there, you can see there's actually sections in the cork, like layers in the cork. And so that'll kind of guide me when I'm doing my chopping. Okay, so I've given it some dots there. Now, this is a razor knife. It's super sharp. I have some fresh razors. If for whatever reason this razor is not doing the trick, just for the sake of that comment, let me flip it over and use the side. Use the side that's not yet been used. Okay, guys, here we go. We're going to carve right into this thing. Okay, we've definitely penetrated through the cork without too much of an issue. Alright guys, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just a horrible decision. But here I've got a old hacksaw worth less than $6 I got from the peddler's mall somewhere. And the blank is definitely in there, okay? I'm going to try to do it by hand. I have a Sawzall, which would probably make really light work of this. But I'm trying to be as delicate as possible. I don't want to totally ruin this thing, but I do want to get the butt off of this. So here we go. Well, I don't think I could have expected better results, although now that I'm eyeballing it, I don't know if I cut it off. Well, I'm certain now that I did not get a clear cut, like perfectly flat, but I don't really care. I'm not going to be fishing and notice that this isn't perfectly flat. It's not going to happen. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That is the butt end of this thing. That saw went through the blank with no issue. Okay, I didn't have to put a lot of pressure on it or anything. I will say if you're going to do this, I recommend doing kind of the razor knife thing first, and it'll give your hacksaw or your saw, whatever you're using, kind of a guide. Because as soon as I started sawing, it fit down in that groove, so it wasn't going to go side to side and make a big mess. This is a pretty clean cut right here, okay? I'm going to be very happy just to give it a wrap with some electrical tape, and you know, I'm not going to be upset with that at all, not even a little bit. My Pfluger president here, let me wind him back on here real quick, and let me just hold it in my hand here. And feeling how far down my arm it goes, it feels so much better. In my opinion, although I've not fished with it yet, this has been a great success, and I'm glad I did it. My problem was I was looking for basically this rod, this exact rod with a shorter butt, okay? And they just don't make it that way. So instead of buying a brand I'm not satisfied with, or just buying a whole new rod, I thought of doing this, and I'm glad that I did it, okay? Like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape this off, and I'm going to fish with it for a little bit. And at any point, if I feel like it needs to be shorter, I'm just going to get this saw back out, and I'm going to cut it shorter. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Crankenstein will see you later. Thanks.